WTNJ HD, Billville, Atlantic City, a town square media station serving all of South Jersey.
The following program is paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy.
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Fly.
Good morning and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, and our old buddy Mike Carlin as we broadcast live from the Boardwalk in Atlantic City for the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run on the Boardwalk in Atlantic City, sponsored by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in Ocean City and Wildwood. And you got to go to Shrivers.com to see all they have to offer you. You got to come down to the Jersey Shore. You have to have a saltwater toffee there, Mike Carlin.
I gave him out last night at the MACC.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Josh, good morning, buddy.
Morning, Billy. How you doing?
How about this cat? We got Mike Carlin back on the show.
Well, I've seen Mike more in the last 24 hours, and I've seen you in the last 2 weeks, so it's good to see you, Billy.
Hey, man, this is a fun time of year. We talk about this. It seems like it's a rite of passage.
Passage.
Let me spit that one out. But it's basketball time, Mike Carlin. This is your time of year, man.
I mean, and today is Championship Saturday.
Right.
I mean, this is it all over the country. Teams are waiting. Am I going to the big dance?
Yeah, and Josh, I got to tell you. So last night I had things to do, and back at home in preparation for the show, and I had my daughter and all that. But I settled down and turned the TV on. I got to watch the game last night. I got to watch St. Mary's.
Mount St. Mary's with a huge upset last night.
What a game, huh?
I mean, listen, Merrimack was the number 2 team in the tournament, in the MACC tournament. People don't know that. And Mount St. Mary's was not even supposed to be in the semifinal. So now they're getting to their first MACC final, and they're going up against the prohibitive favorite Iona tonight here in Atlantic City at Boardwalk Hall. So it's a literal, Billy, I love these stories, David versus Goliath situation.
And that is a great segue, Mike Carlin, because a couple of years ago we remember what St. Peter's did. How much fun was that, man?
Well, we were there. We got to experience it right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And remember when they won that championship, we went into the press room and we were saying, "Hey guys, if I'm a team, I don't care what you're ranked. Right. I don't want to play this team."
Yeah.
Because they were on a roll.
And Josh, they went deep in the NCAA tournament. It was like a Cinderella story. What is it? People love that stuff, especially tournament time. This is why it's so exciting, Mike, is because you have a Cinderella that could possibly show up.
Listen, you got 2 teams that are playing in the championship tonight in Atlantic City Boardwalk Hall. Tickets are still for sale. Please come out. It's a great atmosphere. But you got Iona upsetting Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac, remember, was number 1. Yeah. So you got 2 teams that came to this tournament saying, let's have fun. And now they're playing tonight thinking, I win this game, we're going to the March Madness.
Josh, the nerves, and I just won. I'm coach my daughter's 4th grade girls basketball team, and Nikki Earnshaw's back in the studio producing. He was there. We won the championship. When you're in a close game in a championship situation, I don't care what grade it is. It's exciting.
It's still a championship too.
And we're going to be all attending tonight. Both the girls and the men's and the women's game tonight.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, so it's a staggered schedule because of television. So the women's championship tonight for the MACC tournament at Boardwalk Hall is going to be at 1:30 p.m. The boys' game is 7:30 p.m. So for those out there who maybe you want tickets on 97.3 ESPN or you're planning on going, you want to get tickets at the box office. But so it's 1:30 for the women's championship. And by the way, for those who don't know, the women in the MACC might get 2 bids in their tournament this year.
Is that right?
Because Fairfield is one of the top-ranked teams in the country, and also Quinnipiac has beaten Fairfield already this year. So there's a chance you have not one but two.
Yeah, you could steal one. You could steal a spot.
I'm telling you, championship tournament basketball is exciting, and I just alluded to the fact that my girls' team won the championship, and I want to send a shout out to Eva, Maddie, Mia, Marianne, Frankie, Grace, Juliet, Eliza Grace Schwein, my daughter, and Ella. The girls played really well. There's something to be said about close games in tournament time in basketball. I don't know what it is. It just, by the way, Josh, you do remember who won the brackets last year?
Oh, I don't care about that.
I do.
Well,
I won it.
Well, that's because, Billy, if we're really going to break it down, you attach more value to those things than the average bear does. So, to me,
when you win $1,000, it's pretty fun, John.
I look at a bracket as, one, luck. There's a lot of luck that goes into it because you need a lot of stuff to go your way. And two, as you said, it's fun. If you win, great. If you don't win, it's whatever,
Nah, but it's special. How many times you win that? Have you ever won a bracket?
Yep.
See, that's the first time I've ever won. I had a couple seconds.
Listen, the only 2 times I've ever won brackets, I will be fully transparent, okay? I did not think that hard about it, and I was inebriated both times filling out those brackets.
Inebriated.
So if anybody knows anything about filling out a March Madness bracket, you can't think too hard about it. That's how you lose.
We're broadcasting live on the beach, right on the boardwalk in front of the Ocean Casino for the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run on the boardwalk here in Atlantic City. Our broadcast today is sponsored by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in Ocean City and Wildwood. Go to Shrivers.com to see all they have to offer. That's Shrivers. And Mike Carlin, it's good to have you back here. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's basketball season.
First outside event in the spring. We're not officially in spring, but we're
Bill, you're a football guy.
I'm a football guy, but we're 12 days away from opening day in baseball,
but
Mike.
What I was going to say, this weather, isn't this like November?
Yeah,
football?
yeah.
Oh, this is definitely like
This
November.
is like a Saturday.
Misty, overcast.
I'm at Penn State right now, getting out of my RV from a long night.
You get
it's
Josh.
like,
you get Josh all excited, man.
Yeah.
He
I love
he
football.
loves college football. But it is baseball season, and the Phillies. We're heading into the 2025 season. This team has regressed, right? Although in the playoffs they've regressed, but in the regular season they've actually every year they've increased their wins.
Better.
Last year they had 95 regular season wins.
Yeah,
Progress.
I think they'll do it this year too. Billy, there's no doubt in my mind we are the best pitching staff in the National League. Okay,
Right up there with the Dodgers.
The best. 1A and 1.
Well,
I would say.
I made the analogy yesterday to Mike Gill on the Sports Bash, which is I look at this version of the Phillies like I used to look at the 90s Braves. They're a team that's got a good starting staff that's in it every single year. It's just a matter of do their guys show up. And by the way, people forget that Braves team, not 1, not 2, not 3. No, they went to 5 World Series in a decade.
They only won 1.
And they only won 1.
Yeah.
But guess what? All you got to do is what, Mike?
Win
1.
Win 1.
So I think Philly fans, if the Phillies win the championship this year, they're not going to care about the other losses because you got the 1.
You know what my biggest thing on the team this year that everybody's been asking me, and I spent a lot of time in Florida, went to a couple games. It's not the players to me. It's not the players, guys. To me, this year, it's Thompson. And the way I say that is I think this year he's got to really – I know he's a player's coach, but it's got to be closed door. Hey, guys, my job's on the line. And guess what? There's a couple players in this other line. If I tell you you're batting first, don't give me a look.
You really think that I don't see Robbie Thompson topper, as they call him. I don't see him being an authoritarian like that.
I
just think he's going to let it go, status quo.
I hope so,
Mike.
But it hasn't worked.
It's funny you said that because I was waiting to hear Billy's answer.
Was that what you wanted to hear, Josh?
Because there's somebody who disagrees with Mike Carlin but agrees with Billy Schweim. This is Ruben Amaro Jr. on the Philly Show podcast.
Their sole goal right now is to win a World Series. For anybody who thinks that that's not what they're trying to do, or they're not getting pushed hard enough by Rob Thompson or whatever the case may be, that's a bunch of BS. The reality of it is these guys want to win, and they'll do anything to do so, and that's a perfect example of, for the same reason guys like Schwarber and Turner will hit anywhere in the lineup. Same thing with Harper. You put me in the lineup. If the manager thinks that's the best way to go, let's go do it. And that's a testament to what these guys are about.
That's great to hear.
All right,
That's
but,
good.
But, I love Ruben. I think I love him as an analyst on TV. But what do you expect him to say? I mean, like, this is the last year that this core players is going to be be This is it.
But they know that. The players know that.
That's my point.
But the last couple of years, it wasn't like they were putting the ball in play. They weren't doing the little things right.
The problem with the Phillies last couple of years is their offense has failed them in the postseason.
Yes.
And
they've
so,
had the pitching.
And so, right.
So their bullpen failed them.
So to what Mike was saying, Mike, it's how much of it is like the Sixers. How many times the Sixers win 50, 55 games in the regular season? You're like, well, I don't care. They got to win the postseason, right?
Right.
So now the Phillies are entering that territory, right, guys?
Absolutely. And like I said, the World Series in 22, right? The NLCS in 23, and then NLDS last year.
Yeah.
So the playoffs, they regress.
If you really look at the big picture for last year, what really got the Phillies in trouble, guys, it was the fifth starter. It was like we're always on a roll, and then that fifth starter would bring us back, or we needed to win a game. Now with this guy Zardo, as being our fifth, and Painter, I'm telling you guys, the pitching's.
Are you sure you guys have not been going through my notes? Because former
I haven't
Mets,
even listened to you. I haven't had a chance to listen to you.
Yeah, Billy never listens to me. He doesn't care about anything I say. Former Mets general manager and MLB Network analyst Steve Phillips said the same thing about the Phillies' fifth starter last season. This was earlier this week on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
They faded late in the season, and that fifth starter spot was a black hole for them. I mean, think about it. Every time it came around, they'd run somebody out there, and they would not just lose the game. They got tattooed in that spot, and it would kill all the momentum that they had, and they lost big in that fifth starter spot.
They called it a black hole, he said, Billy.
Yeah, and the Philadelphia Phillies now have a fifth starter, so we'll see.
Well, you could argue they're 7 deep now.
Yeah, they are, right?
Because now Painter's going to come back from the injury. Right. Taijuan Walker's in the bullpen, so it's interesting.
And we'll get a little Eagles in. Of course, several Eagles flew the nest, and we'll talk about that on the other side. We got a great show lined up at 11 o'clock. We'll talk with Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, sponsored by the Galloway Pool Service. We'll get his take on Philly sports. And then we'll talk with Travis. Is it Telatucci?
Telatucci.
Yes.
He's the commissioner of the MACC.
Great guy. Second year he's there, and he's just taking it to a whole nother level.
All right, stick with us. The locker room, the first hour of the locker room, is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and Philadelphia, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227. Now, for all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422, whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce, financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call at 609-263-7422. Ask for Norma. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here as we're broadcasted live. The locker room, Josh Hennig, Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin on the Boardwalk in Atlantic City in front of the Ocean Casino for the 45th annual St. Patrick's Day 10-miler 5K and run right here on the Boardwalk. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Clinton and Friends with Clinton Yates on 97.3 ESPN.
Saquon provides an element that is incomparable. I mean, I can't think of the last time we saw a running back that was that dynamic in terms of how they could change game. Sure, you could have a player that you want to use in the same fashion. It's a copycat league. And maybe your head coaches of the world, your GMs of the world are going to look at that guy and say, you know what? Maybe we overthought this.
Listen to Clinton and Friends weekdays from 10 a.m. to noon on 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Properties. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch a big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and nonstop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Hey, Joy. Oh, you are glowing.
Oh, hey. More like Mira joyed that Miralax helped me go. I was so backed up. Tried mega coffees, prune juice, everything. Then Miralax. And hello, gentle relief without the harsh side effects.
Ooh, how does it work?
It works naturally with the water in your body for constipation relief. Find Miralax today at your local retailer.
Use as directed for occasional constipation.
Go get your game on at the Gallery Bar, Book, and Games at Ocean Casino Resort. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite
headsets.
Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the Gallery, go to Fanatic Sportsbook, and go for the win at Ocean Casino Resort. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live on the Boardwalk here in Atlantic City for the 45th Annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run. Brought to you by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in Ocean City and Wildwood. And, Mike, we're sitting here in the 10-miler.
They're springing by.
Yeah, man, they just came through the first and second place male. And the first place, a woman.
Yeah.
She finished in 48 minutes, Josh.
I mean, I think they were both under 48, actually.
That was pretty good.
I think they crossed just in time. That was impressive.
Mike, the guy that came in, the young, he's younger. He looks a little younger.
Oh,
he kept going. He didn't stop. He kept going.
You run through that bag, Billy.
Hey, guys, I got to tell you, coaching.
Listen to all the bet. March Madness is coming to 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan. owner of Lenox Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. Please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
You got me? Yep, I got you guys back.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes?
Got me?
Step into Elisa's shoe store. On
Yes, everybody dropped. All of the
Style
computers
and
dropped
from
off the
trendy
stream, and
sandals
then
for
you guys
everyday
dropped
sneakers
off
and
of the radio
elegant
too,
heels
so I had to
for
go to
night out.
break.
They've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's
You may just
Elisa's
have to
Shoes
rebuild
at
it back,
Asbury
Josh.
Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call
Sounds good.
609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for
10
the
seconds.
position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, broadcasting live here in Atlantic City on the Boardwalk in front of the Ocean Casino for the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-mile 5K run. 10-miler, 5K. We got some of the 10-miler coming in right
They're
now.
coming in.
5 people already?
5K.
This is the 5K, yeah, okay.
The 5K is coming in.
The 5K is coming in, my
I've
bad.
already seen one woman. The one woman came in third.
This is the 5K.
Yeah, she was sprinting pretty hard.
We're sponsored by Shriver, Saltwater Taffy and Fudge. They're located in Ocean City and Wildwood. Go to Shrivers.com to see all they have to offer. We're giving away some saltwater taffies today, Josh.
Let's not talk about off-air stuff on the air, Billy. Okay, good grief.
Well, I was told by a birdie we were giving away. So, all right, anyway, I was saying before we kind of got off the air that I learned just as much from the girls as they learned from me.
Absolutely.
Teaching them the rules and the regulations. And, all we did was work on fundamentals, dribbling and rebounding and layups, just layups.
Yep.
They're fourth grade girls. But when we got to the tournament time, it was, you saw those big trophies every day. You walked into the gymnasium. You wanted it. You wanted to get it. So towards the end of the game, I called timeout. One of my shyer girls, one of the girls that are pretty shy, doesn't say too much. I was like, I'm a better practice coach than I am a game day coach, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the girl pulled everybody in Gracie. She goes, everybody listen to Coach Schweim. He's tough on us. He's tough on us, but that's because he loves us and he wants us to do well. And I just lost it. I started crying.
I've been there. So my first year that I came down to Ocean City from PA,
right.
I was coaching the middle school, and for the first couple of weeks, you're
Right.
practicing, and I said, okay, the first game's against middle. When was the last time we won? And they looked at me, the seniors, the 8th graders. They were
Right.
like, we haven't won in 2 years. I said, what do you mean? Never beat them? Coach, we haven't beat anybody in 2 years. I was like, well, weren't you going to change that? I didn't know how bad we were.
Right.
After about the 4th game, we were going to win the game at home with older parents there.
Right.
And with about a minute to go, we're up by like 9. I know we're going to win. I call timeout. Now, people are probably thinking, what's this guy calling time? I get the whole team together, and very simply, I look at them. I go, how's it feel? And they're looking, and Josh, they didn't even catch on. They were like, what do you mean? I said, God, how's it feel to win a game and at home? And they were like, oh, it feels good. And then I started crying a little bit.
That's great.
How
I love
How
that.
can you not,
Yeah.
Mike? I mean,
Yeah.
you're teaching young kids. You're bringing them up. You show them how to play the game the right way, fundamentals. And when you see them actually do it, you say, oh, they're actually learning.
You're proud.
You're proud.
And they're proud.
And I would imagine coaching on all levels, you have that same thing.
Yeah,
Josh?
because it's you learn very quickly, no matter what level it is, whether it's you yourself or you're helping out with a team or whatever it is. You can be the head coach, the volunteer coach, the assistant coach, the whatever. I've heard Jeff Hurd, who's been Clemmick's guy from the Kansas City Chiefs. He's talked about that. You don't do it for you. You do it for the players. You do it for the young men and women who are involved. And so, as a coach, you take a level of pride in the fact that it's not you that's winning. It's they did it. They did it.
Right. They got to go out there and perform.
You heard that in the press room when Iona won last year. I went to the press.
Yeah.
And all the coach talked about was not himself. It was about the player. It's about the boosters, about the team. And he goes, it's so nice to see everybody coming together. And now we put ourselves in a position that we're going to get a good night's sleep. We're going to come back. We're going to win this all, and we're going to the March Madness.
And, of course, just recently, Fran Dunphy, longtime successful coach here up in Philadelphia. He coached Penn. He coached Drexel and LaSalle, right?
Temple.
Temple. And he just
had
retired.
a great run at Penn and a great run at Temple.
But the interviews and listen to being interviewed on television or other radio stations, he's so humble.
He's
Mike.
so down to earth.
He's down to earth, and we're going to try to get him on next Saturday.
Yep, we'll get him.
Because you're going to be joining me for the big dance starts next week.
Correct. Thursday all day.
And
Friday all
I watched
day.
a little bit of that Duke game, Flag.
Cooper Flag.
Yeah, he's out.
He's sitting out.
Yeah, his ankle, huh?
He'll be fine next week. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine for the tournament, but it's just right now they're being careful with him for obvious
Josh,
reasons.
be honest with me. Now, I know you're a big college football guy, but how much college basketball do you watch during the regular season?
If I'm being completely honest, I don't watch almost any college basketball until like late January.
Yeah.
Early
late
February.
January?
Like late January, early February is when I first start like trickling it into my rotation. Because by that point, you're at the AFC and NFC championship games.
Yeah. With the Eagles making a long run this year, Mike, it was hard for me to get. And with the Sixers thinking, like the Sixers, how bad are the Sixers? We didn't even get it. We're not even going to talk about them today.
Sixers are
I
trash.
don't want them to bring me down, Josh.
Sixers are a dumpster fire. They don't deserve our
They're not
attention.
bringing me down.
The only thing I'll say about the Sixers, and I told this Josh when it first happened, I truly believe Embiid's not coming back. I think it's going to be a win. It's going to be a win-win. It's going to be a medical retirement.
Honestly, I don't know if Morey's coming back.
Well, he uses AI to choose his players.
I know where Josh is going because Josh heard what everybody else heard about what's his name, who's close with
Bob Myers.
Bob Myers.
So a friend of mine, NBA reporter, Scoopy Robinson, Brendan Robinson, he's one of the best in the business, and he came on my show a couple weeks ago, and he said he called 4 different people around the league, and they all told him the same thing, that Bob Myers has legitimate interest if he comes back to the NBA to work with the 76ers. And let's be honest, if you're a Sixers fan, there's nobody else you want except for Bob Myers, because the guy has one thing that you crave, which is experience of building a champion.
And that will work because you know who they'll get rid of next? George this summer. And then he'll come in and say, all right, I'm starting over.
We talked
with
about
MACC.
We talked about this last week in depth. Why, if you're Daryl Morey, like he was pretty much between a rock and a hard spot last year with free agents. There was no one left, and he had to take George. He had to show the fans that he was doing something.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody was in love with the Paul George signing. It was a gamble, but it was
a gamble, but it was the only gamble.
It was the only gamble he could make.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Josh, are you a Daryl Morey fan?
I'm not for or against.
Guys, don't forget what he did with Simmons. He got rid of Simmons.
Look, to me, I think
Don't
Daryl
forget about
Morey.
MACC. I mean, he's done some good things.
There's 3 things he's done. You mentioned MACC, drafting him. That was a big deal. Number 2, they got rid of the abomination Al Horford contract.
Exactly. Yes.
Right.
And number 3, as you said, he got something for Simmons, a guy that technically didn't have value. So
we wanted a janitor, and we got actually a player.
Right. So it's like, do I think Daryl Morey's great at his job? No, I don't think he's the greatest of all time.
You retain it for 1 more year?
To me, if I'm Josh Harris, the Sixers owner, and I go to Bob Myers and I tell him, Bob, do you want this job or not? If Bob says yes, I move on. If Bob says, you know what, I'm not ready to come back to the league.
But I would do this. Maybe he'll put something in his ear. Like if I were you, I would tell
Like
him
a
to do this.
consultant or something?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
That would be good.
You got to do something because this team, not getting it.
Speaking of teams, when we come back, Billy, can we talk about the best team in the city of Philadelphia?
Absolutely.
Can we talk about the defending Super Bowl champions? Because
there's a lot of movement, Josh.
There's a lot of movement, and as I was saying on my show yesterday, Game Night on 97.3 ESPN, I was saying I think there's a lot of people, shameless plug, I think there's a lot of people who don't realize that Howie Roseman right now is doing chess but people don't realize it because people are only focused on the guys who have left.
They're playing checkers. All right. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. Everybody in the locker room crew loves La Scala's. The food is unbelievable. It opened 2 summers ago now to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're open Thursday through Monday, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. Now, we're broadcasting live from the Boardwalk in Atlantic City, 97.3 ESPN. The locker room's live coverage of the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run. Right here on the Boardwalk in Atlantic City is sponsored by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in Ocean City and Wildwood. Go to Shrivers.com to see all they have to offer. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, and Mike Carlin on 97.3 ESPN.
See Joe Coy and friends.
It feels good to laugh. That's why I tell people laugh. It's free. Not tonight. Not tonight, but tomorrow. Like to go laughing.
Don't miss them, Atlantic City. Saturday, October 18th at 7 p.m. Ocean Casino Resort. Tickets on sale now at theoceanac.com. Don't miss Joe Coy and friends.
At Lowe's, our members get more. With the My Lowe's rewards programs, members earn points on eligible purchases. Plus, you can shop member-only deals for your home and business every week. So what are you waiting for? Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
No two people learn the exact same way. So how did Babbel become the award-winning language learning app? We thought of you, all of you. Take Sierra. As a visual learner, she uses Babbel's wordplay videos.
Today I'll share a quick lesson on shopping in French.
Merci beaucoup. Keith is a be-in-the-room-with real people kind of learner. So he loves the live online classes with our language experts.
Okay, class. Vos está pronto.
Estamos prontos.
However you learn, Babbel makes it easy. Try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity. So, influencer life going well?
Oh, yeah. I'm up to 32 followers.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah.
1 minute, guys.
Videos is easier than ever because we engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go. But wait, tap dancing? You don't tap dance.
Hey, what I lack in skill, I make up with passion.
Do more of what you love and love how fast you do it with Xfinity Internet and mobile. Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and 1 unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year and save $1,000 in your first year over Verizon and AT&T. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Required paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Savings compared to Verizon 5G Internet plus 1 unlimited welcome line and AT&T Internet 300 plus 1 unlimited starter SL line. Xfinity Internet required. Actual speeds vary. Reduced speeds after 30 gigabits of usage per line. Data thresholds and actual savings vary.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live on the Boardwalk in Atlantic City right in front of the Ocean Casino for the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run. Right on the Boardwalk here in Atlantic City. Our broadcast is sponsored by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in Ocean City and Wildwood. Go to Shrivers.com to see all they have to offer. And right before we went on break, we were talking about the Eagles, the best team. Are we still basking in the glow of a Super Bowl victory, Josh?
You should be, because you have a general manager who's got 2 rings in the last 8 years. You got a guy who has built 2 championship teams and got to a 3rd Super Bowl as well. So at least the man who built the teams is still in charge.
And Mike, just a few years ago, I think when few years ago, in 2001, whenever Lurie took over, he did say that his goal is make the Eagles a gold standard.
Yeah, he wants every year to be the same.
He's
So now that we won.
Has he accomplished that, Mike?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
But the other thing, how many times have we seen teams win a Super Bowl and like a month later it's like, oh, they'll never be back. They just lost this guy. They just lost that. We're not really losing any, and we're bringing people on.
All right, ready for this? Here's the people that have already left or are leaving. Milton Williams to the Patriots. Isaiah Rodgers.
Hold on. Let's go through each one. So Milton Williams.
Well, let me name them.
No. Name. Right. You're going to name each one. So Milton Williams, right?
Williams.
That's the first one. Your number 3 defensive tackle.
Okay. Isaiah Rodgers to the Vikings.
Your number 4 cornerback.
Who played pretty well when he got in there.
When he got to come in,
Even had a couple of
He's still your number 4 corner.
Josh Sweat to the Cardinals.
Josh Sweat is the one who will probably be replaced in the draft because Howie likes to draft defensive linemen.
Oren Burks to the Bengals.
Your number 3 or 4 linebacker, although he had a very important postseason run.
Kenny Gainwell to the Steelers.
Kenny Gainwell, I mean, you basically can replace him with Will Shipley.
Darius Slay to the Steelers.
So Darius Slay is an interesting one because he got $10 million guaranteed from the Steelers, and I know for a fact that the Eagles wanted to bring him back. He claimed he wanted to come back, but you're telling me, Billy, that you're going to begrudge the team that you say you want to come back to for a couple $1 million? That sounds a little fishy.
No, this is the second time this has happened to him, too. Though.
Correct. The second time that he wanted more money, and the Eagles were like, no.
And then, of course, this morning, Mike, Mekhi Becton goes to the Chargers.
2 years, $20 million contract from the Chargers.
Yeah, that's a $10 million a year.
And so what's interesting about Becton, guys, is that I was listening to Chris Long on the Greenlight podcast because when the Eagles traded away C.J. Gardner-Johnson this week, they acquired a former first-round guard in Kenyon Green. And Chris Long explains that them getting Green was all about sending Becton a message.
You could be feeling like you're going to get Becton, but you want the number to come down a little bit. And this kind of tips the scale in the direction of giving you some leverage. So a good move. And I think you also know, and part of the leverage play is like, we have Stout. Like, look what we did for you. We'll do it for him. What makes you special?
See, one guy I did not want to lose, Mike, was Becton, because the offensive line was the biggest, strongest, and best offensive line this year in the league. And Mekhi Becton was just Josh. Mike, they blowing people off the ball.
But guess what? You are that because of
him,
Jeff Stoutland. Stoutland turned Becton from a first-round bust into a guy who's now making $10 million a year when he was a nobody. He was a loser before he got to the Eagles.
And of course, we also traded away C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
But you got Kenyon Green.
All right.
And Green's a former first-round pick. I think that's very important. And when Green came to the NFL, guys, he was 20 years old as a rookie. He's going to be turning 24. The dude has more experience as a 24-year-old than almost anybody else you could think of.
Kenny Pickett to the Browns. You going to play?
He might start.
He may start. Guys,
one man's trash, another man's treasure.
Guys, I try to break everything down to basketball, okay? So when I'm playing a basketball,
that's why you're the basketball
it's
too.
5-on-5, and I say, hey, our 5 are better than your 3, so we should win this game.
Right.
When you think about the Eagles, if you take our top 8 players, just 8, offense, defense, just line them up, okay? Put them against any other top 8 from any other team. I'll take ours.
Yeah, okay. I'm not done with the list, guys, because there's so few.
There's a lot of moves going on.
All right. Now, we acquired Kenyon Green, right?
Former first-round pick.
Former first-round pick. So you're saying
he's replacing Becton.
Right. You're saying that you're putting all your trust in Stoutland to turn this guy around.
And Stout, I trust. He's made Becton. He's made Mailata. He's made all kinds of guys into studs.
Then we got Dorian Thompson-Robinson of the 5th round.
Right, that's the guy you acquired with the 5th-round pick for Kenny Pickett.
I was seeing us lose so many. I know they weren't all like.
Is that
Mike
your whole list?
Yeah, that was. Well,
okay, well, there's more.
Well, there's more.
Well, there's more because look who you added this week. Okay, so you added A.J. Dillon. Okay, former Boston College running back. He's now going to be your new number 2 back.
I'm sorry.
So you got him.
Right.
All right. You also brought in Harrison Bryant. He's going to be either your number 1 or number 2 tight end moving forward. People forget, when he was at Florida Atlantic, that team was scoring 36 points a game. He was the number 1 option.
Okay.
He's played for some very bad teams, so you added him to your tight end room.
Okay.
You know what's great about him, Josh? More as a tight end. He's not really a catcher. He's a blocker.
Actually, that's not true.
Oh,
so what happened was that when he was in Cleveland, he was the number 2 tight end. And because he was behind David Njoku, he had to learn how to block. So he's become such a good blocker. People don't know that he is actually a phenomenal athlete. He was the John Mackey Award winner in college back in 2019. You know that award, Billy.
Yeah, and you know what? I think they're hoping that they catch lightning in a bottle again, because last year they got Zach Vaughn, who was a one-year player. They didn't know what you were going to get out of him. Or Oren Burks, you know what you were going to get out of him. Milton Williams, he played what, about 30 snaps? The most he played was about 30 snaps.
Well, again, he was your number 3 defensive tackle. You still love Jalen Carter. You still love Jordan Davis. And don't forget, Moro Jomo is an ascending player.
Right.
By the way, the Eagles added one more player we got to mention. Adoree Jackson. Former first-round pick. He's a corner. He is a guy who was on a bad Giants team. He's not the player he used to be in terms of his pedigree, in terms of like his reputation.
Right.
But he still is a guy who can come in and push who you already have. To say, we're not going to hand a guy like Keely Ringo the starting job. We're going to make you earn it.
Vic will make him better, too. He's got a coordinator now.
I'm just, when I see all those names leaving the defense, I'm going, you know what? Because sometimes you don't want to break the harmony. That's, with a defensive team. They play defense. Josh. They play with more of a passion, right?
But that's because of the coach as well. And Bond is the guy who wears the green dot on his helmet.
Right.
He does all the play calls. Here's the thing. Let me ask you really quick, Billy. Howie Roseman said 2 weeks ago, and I want you to react to this, okay? And then, Mike, you follow up. Howie Roseman said, I have had to learn from my mistakes. I've had to evolve. And he said one of the mistakes we made after the first championship was that they were too loyal to some of the guys, that they were too committed to some of the guys, and they did not build for the future. They built for just a small window.
Right.
Do you think that is a good lesson to be learned?
See, I think every year is unique to itself. I mean, what worked in 2022 might not work in 2025,
Correct.
Mike.
Correct. I agree with all that. And
right, Josh?
I mean, I say yes and no, because, Mike, if I could throw it to you and make a basketball analogy, if you have a team that just won a championship, but you have like 2 players who are young and they're studs, but then you have 2 players who are older and they're not getting any younger, who are you going to commit the money to?
Studs.
The young guys.
Guys are going to be around.
I think that's what Howie's doing. Howie is saying, I got to put my money eventually in the Jalen Carter, Quinyon Mitchell, Cam Jurgens. I got to put my money into those guys. I can't worry about Slay playing his final year in the league and stuff like that.
It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter if it's high school or college or the pros. If you're a college coach and you got a freshman that comes in and he's better than the junior that now's the senior and he's been there for 4 years, I got to play. If you can't stop my freshman, he's playing in front of you.
No, that's right.
That's how it's got to be.
And now that they have the NIL, it can just take off. All right, we're broadcasting live from the Boardwalk in Atlantic City, Josh. Is this still the 5K right here coming in?
Yep, we got all the
trophies over here.
We got trophies, man. There are a lot of people coming in, man. You see that one woman? She was she was gassed. She came down. She fell down. You see that?
Dropped to her knees.
Dropped to her knees.
Yeah. But she got
Look
past.
at this gentleman. He's
got
awesome,
past.
man. This is great activity, Josh.
I mean, those trophies aren't big as the one that you won. But
No,
I mean,
our trophies are bigger. The trophy my girls won, Carla, were bigger than my
4
girls.
foot. I think that was like a 4-footer.
Mike, you jump on really quick, Billy, before we go to break. Nick, back in the studio. Nick, can you just verbalize for the audience the elation on Billy's face when he brought the trophy over to the girls?
I'll tell you what, it was a scene, that's for sure. It was a scene. I mean, tears coming down like Dick Vermeil, Billy Schwein. I mean, it was fantastic. He was so ecstatic. It was so much fun going over there.
You know, when I looked across the way, when I started crying, I didn't want anybody to see me, especially my daughter. But I thought Nick was like focused right in on me, and I went like I kind of looked away, but then I smiled at him. But I don't think you picked it up. But he saw that I was getting emotional, and guess what? It's just the elation and the jubilation. That was so much fun, wasn't it, Nick?
Oh, yeah, it was a great time. I'm glad I got to stop by. I'm so happy for all those girls. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, that was, you really made AG's day by you being there, Nick. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah, that was great stuff. Hey, man, I don't care what level you win.
Championships.
You know what I told the girls, Carlin?
Huh.
I said,
Oh,
girls.
did you
yeah, I pulled out Fred Shiro. See, Josh knows me so well. I pulled out Freddie Shiro.
Jesus.
I said, girls. You know, these fourth grade girls looking up at me. I'm going, girls, if you win tonight, you'll walk together forever.
Fourth grade girls, their parents probably don't even know who Fred Shiro was. Hey, they're only 30 years old.
And I am
Oh my
so
God,
much,
I'm done.
Like,
I'm
I
dead.
think Dick Vermeil has nothing on me. It's Waterworks City. When it comes to that stuff, I can't stop. I was trying to explain to the mother of the daughter that said that speech to the girls about Mr. Schwein being a tough coach on us, but he loves us.
Yeah.
I was trying to tell the mom. I couldn't even get it out before my bottom lip was going like this. I couldn't even talk.
Oh my gosh.
It was great. Championship. Christ the King, fourth grade girls team.
Great name.
Billy,
win the championship.
I don't mean this facetiously.
We beat Guardian Angels and they had a couple great players.
You are genuinely one of one. I know you're a twin, but you and Bobby are such different human beings. It's ironic.
For coaching fourth grade, I got another big question for you, Billy.
Right.
How many games was it?
17 total.
17 total. That's a lot of games.
16-0-1, I think we were.
Any technicals?
No.
Referees?
No.
Wow. You didn't get on anybody?
Guess
Nice.
what? I'm one of only. There was 8 teams in the league. I sat on the bench the whole time. I don't get up that much.
You're not a walker.
I'm not a walker.
I was a walker.
I'm like Jerry Tartani with the towel.
That's a good pull. That's a good one.
I bite on a towel.
You'll learn to walk when you walk. To never look at the players because they all stare. You're like,
yeah.
Am I going in?
Yeah,
Am I going in?
They all.
So you don't look at them.
Well, am I going in, coach?
Well, it's like, remember Phil Jackson? He would always stand there, but his back was always to the bench because he never looked at the bench.
Right, you
he
don't
was
wanna
always
look
staring
at
at
the
the
player.
floor.
Because they're all saying, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Me,
I
coach,
wanna go in.
what am I going,
So you
coach?
don't look at them.
That's beautiful. All right, we're broadcasting live from Atlantic City, the Boardwalk in Atlantic City, the Locker Room's live broadcast on 97.3 ESPN for the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run on the Boardwalk in Atlantic City is sponsored by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in Ocean City and Wildwood. Go to Shrivers.com to see all they have to offer. The first hour of the Locker Room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call. Ask for Chris Mooney, 609-399-1227. So just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they'll have private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Josh Hennig, and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Listen to all the madness. March Madness is coming to 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're #1.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Pizza, the tastiest you find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest.
T-Mobile home internet is all about speed, value.
What you doing, Zach?
First thing, there are so many benefits. You got to talk fast.
T-Mobile home internet ranks #1 in customer satisfaction for home wireless internet by J.D. Power.
Wow, you are good.
Try singing it. T-Mobile has price lock.
They won't raise your rate on internet.
Hulu and Paramount Plus on.
Get T-Mobile home internet all in for just $55 a month with auto pay and any postpaid voice line. Additional terms apply for JD Power 2024 award information. Visit jdpower.com/awards.
Hey, nice job, Pete. I like those clean lines. Fellas, do we have anyone that can get to Greenport today?
At Corey's Landscaping, the staffing plan is in the weeds.
Anthony, we need that leaf blower over here. 3 more new customer requests just came in. Who wants to work some overtime?
He needs to dig up quality landscapers and fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Caesars Sportsbook is the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards. That means win or lose, every bet you place brings you closer to the type of perks only Caesars can offer. So download the app using promo code RADIODYW and place your first bet of $1 or more.
Headsets.
To double your winnings on your next 10 bets. Open to new users in New Jersey who are 21 or older. Max bet $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $25,000 per bet. Drop boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. For terms, Caesars.com/promos. If you or someone has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim.
Headsets.
7.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live on the boardwalk here in Atlantic City for the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run. Our broadcast is sponsored by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in Ocean City, Wildwood. Go to Shrivers.com to see all they have to offer. Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Mike Carlin, as we watch the racers run by us here. We're ready to start at the finish line, Mike.
You know what's really funny? Like, look at this guy coming. Okay, I couldn't do what he just did, but when you look at the difference between the guys that came in the beginning, who were sprinting past us, and now these guys at the end, this guy is now walking. I mean, little by little. God. But guess what? They're doing it. That's the best part about this whole thing.
So they told me they have almost 400 people in the 5K.
Wow.
And they've already had over 240 of like 397 come across. So that's a pretty good number when you think about it.
Oh, it is. And it's St. Patrick's weekend. Look at everybody's wearing. I got my green one. I got my jersey.
I love that shirt. It's all shirt.
Yeah,
you got ESPN.
You know, Mr. Negadelphia.
You know, we've been on now for what? Almost an hour. We've talked college basketball.
Yeah.
We've talked
Phillies.
4th grade basketball. We've talked Phillies. We've talked. It's like we don't even have a hockey team no more. We don't even. You're a hockey. We don't even talk about hockey. Like we're done.
They won in the shootout the other night.
You know what, Mike? I don't want to talk about the Flyers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay.
I don't want to talk about the Sixers either, but we have forced into it.
No.
Let's talk about
the
Flyers.
Winners.
But
Winners.
We'll get back to the
I'll force you into the Flyers. Let's talk about the rebuild.
I can't even tell you 4, 5, 6 guys down a team. I don't even know who they are.
Oh, come on. That's a bad job by you, Billy. I can name almost the whole roster. I mean, Bobby Brink had a great game the other night.
Did. I didn't watch
Tortorella switched up the lines, and Brink went off.
I didn't watch it.
Why?
Well, I was busy with my championship run.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You're too busy drawing up plays for the fourth graders.
The one thing about hockey I do want to ask, because I know how you are about this.
Right.
And I'm not a hockey guy, but I follow it. How close is the guy to break in Gretzky's record? Is he close or not?
He's close. I think he's about 10 goals.
9 or 10 goals.
Can he do it this year?
Ovechkin,
He'll probably do it this year.
I am so upset about it.
Pretty close.
Why
are you upset about
That's
it?
why I brought it.
I don't want him to beat Gretzky's record because Gretzky's the greatest hockey player. I've had dinner with him a couple times.
But records are maybe broken.
And you know why Wayne Gretzky's the greatest? Because he's
great. He's not.
No. I don't want him to break it. He's a Russian.
Oh, come on.
And Gretzky's a Canadian. The Canadians are okay.
Okay, do you prefer Canadians to Russians?
Yeah, I do.
That's ridiculous. Stop.
Bobby Clark never liked any Russians.
I tell you, you just made me think. I never thought
I
I did.
don't want to
Russians are different than Soviets, okay?
But I do have.
The Cold
if
War
I had to
ended
pick-
a long time
If I
ago.
had to pick a Canadian or Russia, I'd pick a Canadian too, though.
See, it depends on the person. I don't put people on monolith.
Guess what? I hate to tell you this. I don't care who it is. I don't want them beating Wayne Gretzky's
Yeah,
record. He's the greatest guy. Listen, Mike. You know what distinguishes him between other players? He's down to earth. He's the greatest hockey player of all time. Yet he was a normal guy. He was a normal guy, Mike.
Not just a normal guy. I'm really thinking about it, but you never heard anything bad about him.
No.
Okay, and still to this day, they say he's everywhere. I mean, he is hockey in his blood.
Yeah.
He shows up to stuff. I mean, there's stuff that goes on that these guys do behind the scenes that never make the media. He's just a genuine good guy.
He's done more for hockey than
Yes.
anybody in any other sport.
I don't know about that.
Michael Jordan, maybe?
No. You're forgetting the guy that literally
For hockey?
changed golf. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
To me, Tiger Woods.
But the thing is
But
that
Gretzky's right there.
If I can just jump back in real quick, I think what gets overlooked is that Gretzky is an amazing ambassador for the sport.
Right.
Okay, but Ovechkin is an amazing human being too. He does a lot of charity work in the D.C. area. He does Make-A-Wish stuff with kids. He's a great human being. Apparently, I've been told he's an amazing teammate. He looks out for his teammates. He helps the rookies when they come in. So, I don't look at people based on their country of origin. I look at who they are as a human being.
That's good.
And to me, I'm okay
How do you
with
fight
Ovechkin
that?
getting
You
it
can't-
because
you can't fight that.
I can't fight with you on that.
Yeah, can't fight Josh.
I mean, yeah, you're right about that, Josh. I just don't want to break Gretzky's record. I'll tell you another thing. Wayne Gretzky was a small, frail. Like Ovechkin's like a stud hockey player.
Well, Ovechkin's a power. He's a power player. Gretzky was a finesse player.
Yeah.
And you could argue Gretzky was one of the first of the breed of the modern finesse
And
players.
Gretzky playing with the game was a lot different. It was a lot tougher. You had to keep your head up. You were done.
That's true.
Right? All right. Hour number 1 is in the books. I can't believe it. We're watching the runners still come in, Mike. We're here in Atlantic City for the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run on the Boardwalk in Atlantic City, sponsored by Schreiber's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in Ocean City and Wildwood. Our broadcast. On the other side, we'll talk to Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, sponsored by the Galloway Pool Service. And then we'll talk to the commissioner of the MACC, Travis Telatucci. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Josh Hennig, and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Gill from the Sports Bash. Join us for our Phillies opening day watch party at Maynard's in Margate on Thursday, March 27th. And listen every hour to the Sports Bash at game night for your chance to register to win a pair of tickets and a parking pass to see the Phillies for their home opener on Monday, March 31st. Or we have tickets to see Metallica's World Tour coming to Lincoln Financial Field May 23rd and 25th. Just listen for your cue to call. We'll enter 2 listeners per hour till Tuesday, March 25th. You must be present to win at Maynard's, 9306 Amherst Avenue in Margate on Thursday, March 27th for Phillies opening day to win the tickets. Listen for bonus chances to enter between the 6 and 9 a.m. hours during Unsportsmanlike and during our March Madness coverage. It's all brought to you by the world-famous Maynard's of Margate, 9306 Amherst Avenue, and the Sports Bash.
For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever. That's 4 lines on unlimited welcome for just $25 a line per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. You'll also get the new iPhone 16 Pro, 4 of them for the entire family when you trade in up to 4 phones from our top brands. That's a new phone for everyone, only on the network you can count on. Verizon. Visit a store today. 20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply for phone offer. See Verizon.com for details.
With GMF financing, qualified buyers excludes Traverse and Corvette excludes prior sales.
It's back. It's Bennett Chevy's most popular event, March Markdowns for the entire month of March. So get to Bennett right now for savings up to 20%. That's right, you get up to 20% off. That's because Bennett sells new Chevys at the true GM supplier employee price, plus gives you all the rebates. So get to Bennett Chevy now and save even more with available 0% financing. Looking for used? Bennett Chevy is South Jersey's largest certified dealer with great savings on every single one. And during March markdowns, you'll get a minimum 10 grand for the worst clunker towards any pre-owned in stock. That's at least $10,000. Imagine how much you'll get for a good trade. And our non-commissioned sales team is the best. They're paid on your satisfaction, not your budget and how much you spend. So everybody gets our famous no pressure, friendly, and helpful service. Together, let's drive during March markdowns at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
Are you ready for a breakfast game changer? Discover Hot Bagels and more with locations in Margate, Northfield, Summers Point, and Atlantic City. They serve hot, fresh.
Oh, he's been here.
Daily in a variety of flavors that will keep you coming back for more. Don't miss their homemade tuna and chicken salads along with delicious soups. Plus, check out their lunch specials and party platters. Perfect for gatherings and holiday meetings. Swing by Hot Bagels and more and experience the bagel game changer today. Visit hotbagelsandmore.com or stop in today.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station, serving all of South Jersey.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy.
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Boardwalk in Atlantic City for 97.3 ESPN's live broadcast of the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run here on the Boardwalk in Atlantic City, right in front of the Ocean Casino. Our broadcast is sponsored by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in Ocean City and Wildwood. Go to Shrivers.com to see all they have to offer. That's Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge, and it would be the South Jersey Shore without saltwater taffy and fudge. That's like a staple, right? Mike Carlin?
Absolutely.
Mike Carlin's with me here. As Josh Hennig has had to go to tend to his other duties and giving out these big trophies for the winners of the 5K. And guess what, Mike? It looks like that trophies look like the Heisman.
Yeah, I mean, Josh has got the microphone in his hand. And he's the Grand Marshal right now.
We got a nice big crowd right now here.
They're still coming in, bro.
Yeah, look at this. They're still. And we got some runners too. This might be. Is this the 10-mile? Is this the 10-miler?
In the female age group 1 to 14.
So we were we got to touch on the college basketball, the Phillies, the Eagles,
Sixers,
and every Saturday, Mike.
In second
we go to Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, sponsored by the Galloway Pool Service. Not happy with your pool, people? Call Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you. That's the Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good buddy, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda. Good morning, Mr. Negadelphia.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. First off, congratulations, Billy, on the big victory. I'm happy for you and the girls. That's awesome, man.
Hey, listen, I was just telling Mike Carlin, who's co-hosting with me today, and Josh, I'm like Dick from Meal. I'm a crybaby. Like emotionally, I can't,
And then the overall
PJ, when you
15
see
to
young
19
girls
age
that you're
group for
coaching and you
female,
think it goes in one year right out the
210.
other, and then you see them attempt and even to a certain extent do some of the things that you've taught them, there's no better feeling in the world.
It's rewarding. That's awesome, man. I'm so happy for those girls, and it couldn't happen to
Now
a better
for the
team
male
coach. I'm sure you made
20
it
to
worth it.
29 age group. In
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. So we got Mike Carlin, here's my basketball guru. There's a lot of wall-to-wall basketball. The tournaments are going on, conference tournaments, and then of course next week, starting as Wednesday, right? The playing game, and then Thursday kicks off Tuesday the big dance. Are you into college basketball?
You know what? I'm going to start getting into college basketball. I used to watch professional basketball when Philadelphia had a team, but ever since the 76ers kind of dropped ball, I have no other choice. I got to start getting into college basketball now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he makes a good point, Mike. We don't have the Sixers like we had such high expectations for this team, PJ. Like we don't have we have no alternative to watch college basketball.
We've talked about this in the past. I mean, now that Jay's not at Villanova, the basketball environment when it comes to college. I mean, we don't have the Sixers, but we live in the state of New Jersey. No one really talks about Rutgers. There's really no one else. And then we always just talk about the Big Five. There was always Villanova, and every once in a while it's St. Joe's or Temple. We don't have anybody.
And in first place,
I mean, it's like it's really a weird feeling, Mr. Negadelphia. You could be negative today on a Sixers.
Definitely.
Sure.
Oh, let me tell you. Yeah, no, the Sixers, I like I said, I stopped watching the games. I'll be surprised if we even get 35 points. It's bad. It's a bad team. We essentially, we based everything around it. And it's just not. Obviously he's out for the year. I don't know that he's going to come back. I agree with you, Mike. I don't think he's. I think he's had it. I think we got to start looking at the future there, and it's going to take a while to rebuild. So.
And last week we had Dr. Sean McMillan, the head of sports medicine at Virtua, orthopedic surgeon. And he was telling us he thinks there's a couple procedures that he can do, and if it doesn't work, then he's done.
He's done.
Yeah. He's got. I think it's taking a toll. Yeah. Yep.
And just the timeline that it takes to bounce back, he's not that body.
7'2".
They always were worried about his health and what he eats and stuff. He'll be out of shape. He's not coming back, guys. And it's a win-win for both. He still gets paid every penny, and he helps the Sixers out.
But PJ, my brother Bobby, like 4 years ago, was saying you're not going to win with Joel Embiid, and I'm sure you had exact same sentiments.
I mean, listen, we put our faith in some of these players we've done in the past, with, Simmons and some of these other guys. I think they got to prove it to us, and that's why I'm also a little upset. I know, Josh was defending over there, Howie and the administration over at the Eagles, but it would be nice for us to retain the winning team that we had that brought us.
So let's go. Let's transition to the Eagles. Are you worried? I mean, we lost 7 guys. I know, they weren't all starters, but. I mean, we've lost 7 guys from a Super Bowl winning defense that was a shutdown defense. I'm concerned.
You should be, Billy, because let me tell you something. It's not just the big names like Josh is saying, with Sweat and Slay. I wasn't as upset about Slay, but that being said, I mean, we've lost a lot of players, and even the players that weren't starters that stepped in for our starters in the postseason proved to us that they can play at that level, and then we're letting them go. And I just think that gambling on Howie picking a good pick, and he might draft really well. I hope he does. You know what I'm saying? But
so he's making the same point I make. Like Howie Roseman in 22 after that Super Bowl, even after the 2017 Super Bowl, Josh was saying that they kept some players longer than they wanted to. Every year's different. It's like every year's unique to itself. You can't, with a strategy of how you did things after one Super Bowl is not the way you're going to do it after the second Super Bowl.
You had to pay the quarterback last year. You had to pay Barkley. They knew they were going to pay Barkley at the end of the season. There's only so much money, guys.
You're exactly right. It's a management. You only have so much money, so you can't afford to keep everyone in. Some of the guys got some big contracts, you know what I'm saying, including Sweat. Like he got some good, some of them got some good guaranteed contracts, and we might not have been able to compete there. But there were also some that they were not big contracts that we could have kept. You know what I'm saying?
And PJ, we just lost Mekhi Becton this morning to the Chargers.
Yeah, but this is what I'm worried about is the ones that aren't the big contracts, right? The ones that are, $10, $15 million. The guys on for a few extra years, so we could have kept and we're talking about starters here, guys that were playing. I mean,
third place,
those are the ones that I just don't get it. I don't see the excuses. So if they end up having issues with those spots, I'm absolutely going to blame Howie and for the administration not keeping these guys.
He's going to blame Howie.
I mean, it is.
We're talking with Mr.
In second place, Ivy Scott.
We're talking with Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda. Of course, he's sponsored by the Galloway Pool Service. P.J., so you're sporting a Phillies jersey. You're all filling up. You're down in Florida. You've been to a few spring training games. Talk to me about the Phillies.
So, I mean, I'm excited for it. You know, like you said, we got a great pitching staff. It's really going to come down to the bats this year. You know, I was reading up on some articles. Schwarber was talking to Rico over there that, you know, we got some young AAA guys that we brought up that I think that might bring some, you know, a little pep into our offensive, you know, side there. And if we get those bats moving, I think we'll have a good, solid shot at it. And it's this year, and we got to make a run. And I'm hoping that, you know, these Phils, you know, continue on and develop everything as far as, you know, the hitting staff, but the pitchers, they look good. Everything's in line. I just want to see us, you know, come true once the season starts.
All right, well, let me ask you a question, Mike. 2 years ago, the Phillies had a slow start. They had a slow start to the season, and they went to the NLCS. Last year, PJ, they had a fast start. Remember the first half? They were gangbusters. They were killing it, and then they faded. So what do you want to see? What do you want to see this year?
I think they'll start out just like last year. The pitching's too good, guys.
Coming in
pitching's
second
way
place.
too good. You got
So you think they're going to go to a fast start again?
Fast start, but this is my biggest question with the Phillies. I am done with just being the nice guy when it comes to one player.
And number one in the
I need Turner to be an all-star.
Right.
We're paying him $300 million.
There you go, PJ. You can take a prop bet for him to be MVP of the year.
I'm giving him his pass that we get on everybody else, but for some reason we don't get on Turner.
Moving on to the male.
Pete, Mr. Negadelphia, aren't you the one that started the cheering for him?
Coming in third place, William Maddox.
Standing ovations.
I mean, listen, man, you're paying guys this money. We want results, man. If we're gonna pony up when we do, and we rarely do. We don't always pony up, you know. So when we do, we expect some results from them. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Yeah, we should hold them accountable.
Well, if they don't produce this year, we're gonna doge
Coming in third place in the male
That's
70.
right. That's
If
right.
he's not doing something by the middle of the year, I trade him. Get him out.
Absolutely. That's what
PJ,
we
are you down in Florida? You're down in Florida, right?
I'm down in Florida. Yeah, I'm down in Florida.
What's that?
It's
And they are finishers in the.
So we're on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. It's overcast. It's great. Carlin said it feels like November,
It is.
doesn't it?
This is the
Feels
Penn
like-
State weekend.
Yeah, Penn State weekend. It feels like.
Listen, we got to get you guys a weekend down here in Florida. You can enjoy the nice
And
weather.
coming
Watch
in
the
number one
Phillies.
overall in the female 70 and up age
Hey
group.
man, I can come down. I can fly for free still on American. So.
Oh, that's a great deal, man. You got a place to stay with me, Billy, anytime you want, man.
Congratulations, all about 5K1
PJ, when's your next game? Do you got any more Phillies games?
So I'm actually going to catch the back end of the game today, man. I'm heading out after this. So yeah,
Are you really?
Yeah.
How far are you? How far are you from Clearwater? How far are you from Clearwater?
A normal person.
How far are you from Clearwater?
It would take a normal person 2 hours, me hour and 15 tops. You know what I mean?
He takes his helicopter.
There you go.
All right, PJ. As always, we appreciate you, man. Love you, and we'll talk to you next Saturday.
Nice
Take it
seeing
easy,
you, buddy.
boys. Have a good day.
There he is, PJ Corda, Mr. Negadelphia, sponsored by the Galloway Pool Service. Not happy with your pool, people? Call the Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon and tell them the boys from the locker room sent you. That's the Galloway Pool Service. Now, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Now, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422. Ask for Norma, whether commercial or residential properties, for estate tax, financial planning, divorce, financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann Associates are licensed and ready to assist you today. Give them a call, 609-263-7422. All right, we're broadcasting live here on the Boardwalk in Atlantic City, right in front of the Ocean Casino, for the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run on the Boardwalk here in Atlantic City. Our broadcast is sponsored by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in Ocean City and Wildwood. Go to shrivers.com for all they have to offer. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennig on 97.3 ESPN.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Small.
Y'all are saying biscuits aren't as good as bagels for breakfast sandwich? The biscuit is better.
Cece, no,
the biscuit is better.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Y'all are having the wrong. I don't know who making y'all biscuits. Y'all are all off. Like, if you got a biscuit as the vehicle for the breakfast sandwich, I'll take that 10 times out of 10 over a bagel.
What?
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia Star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Transforming your land with a John Deere compact tractor is as easy as connect, latch, load, haul, spread. Cutting grass is as simple as roll, click, mow. Box blading is as effortless as hook, lock, grade. And backhoeing is as convenient as turn around, switch, dig. Because when you've got the versatility to tackle just about any job and dealer support in your own backyard, you just have to get in the seat. Find the right compact tractor for you at johndeere.com.
I'm an old school Joe. I never
There
lay
he
games
is.
I don't want to lay. I don't hate my money like that. I'd rather lay minus 108 than minus 110, wouldn't you? Prime Sports is New Jersey's full-time reduced juice sportsbook. Download the Prime Sports New Jersey app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com. Get a welcome bonus to match your initial deposit with up to $400 in bonus bets.
Terms and conditions apply. Real money wagers equal to deposit plus bonus required before withdrawal. Visit website for details. Must be 21 and present in New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Boardwalk in Atlantic City, right in front of the Ocean Casino, for the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run on the Boardwalk. Our broadcast is sponsored by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge. They're located in Ocean City and Wildwood. Summer's almost here, Mike Carlin. I can't wait.
I'm ready.
I need a saltwater taffy.
This is where it starts speeding up, too.
All right, we have the MACC tournament right here in Atlantic City. They've been here. This is like their 4th or 5th year, right?
Fifth
Mike?
year.
Fifth year, and it's been a success. And we've been going every year. But Mike, you've gone to all the games.
Yeah,
it's been great
last
basketball,
year, this
right?
year, it's great basketball. And what's really great. These guys are in a league. This is not the Big Ten. This is not the SEC where they're getting. You're talking about the NIA and getting money. None of these, very few, if any, of these guys get money. They're playing for the real reason to play basketball.
For the love of the game.
For the love of the game, and they're looking for an education. But we were talking about the big tournament. You win tonight, whether it's.
You're in.
I
it's an automatic bid.
Iona versus Mount St. Mary. Yep.
You win, you're going. Let me bring you back to the different conferences, okay? In 2011, the Big East won. They took over with 11 teams going to the conference.
So the Big East Conference had 11 teams.
11 teams went from one conference. Unbelievable.
Right.
Okay. This year, it's going to be broke. The SEC is going to send 12, if not 13 teams.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I know. Listen,
and think about how far the Big East has fallen. Like this year, it's only going to be 3 teams coming out of the Big East.
That's true.
That's it. St. John's, Creighton, and UConn.
SEC's got all the big schools.
They got the top 6. They got 4 in it.
So my sister lives in she lives in Phoenix City, Alabama, which is right on the border of Columbus, Georgia, and Alabama. And then my nephew lives up in the Atlanta area. His daughter, my niece, goes to Auburn. And they watch the Auburn-Alabama game. It's big that the whole state shuts down.
It's not just football no more. I know. Okay? So 2 questions for you guys. Ahead of this year's NCAA tournament, national titles by conference.
By conference.
Can someone tell me who number 1 is? By conference.
I mean, my guess would be because part of the problem is some of these teams have changed conferences, so you're kind of like, in your mind, you're like, I am going to guess SEC.
Okay. Go ahead.
Which conference has won the most championships?
Yeah.
Well, UCLA was a big winner back in the day. I'd say the Pac-10.
Pac-12.
Pac-12, I mean.
Yeah, Pac-12.
Oh, Pac-12.
Okay.
It doesn't exist anymore, but
Pac-12.
I was going to say. I was close.
That was very good. I thought
Look at this
I
spot.
thought I
You think the
definitely had
Shriner had it in a
Listen, they're tied with the ACC with 15.
Oh, ACC.
Yeah.
Oh,
ACC
okay.
had
Duke
15.
and North Carolina,
All right,
Dean
so
Smith, and
here's the big
Krzyzewski.
Well,
question.
because my question was Louisville was not always in the ACC, so I wasn't sure if we were including them
Pac-12,
in there.
15, ACC 15, SEC 11. Then it goes down.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Big East 11.
So at least I got 11. Huh?
Here's the big question for the 2 of you.
All right.
Okay? There are 6 past coaches to win 3 national champions, if not more. Can you give me a couple of them? I don't
Can
think
I go first,
you're
Josh?
not going to get all 6.
Well,
I think I have 2 different than you do.
All right, go ahead.
John Wooden
Yes.
and Krzyzewski.
Yes. 1 and 2.
So
1 and 2.
My third would be Dean Smith.
No.
I don't think so. I think I only won
Dean
2.
Smith?
Nope.
No, on the list would be Jim Calhoun.
Yes.
Oh,
4.
Josh.
There are 4.
Also, Adolph Rupp, I believe, is on the list.
Number 3.
Oh, Josh.
Yes.
Well, then I'm going to have to say, how about
You said I would have 2 different than you, didn't I?
Jerry Tortini?
No.
No, he only won 2.
Yeah,
He had
had
2. The tail biter, the shark.
You need number 5 and number 6.
All right.
You got the 4.
First of all,
I'm going to give you hints. Can I give you hints?
Can I just say, can I just get a little bit of a hat tip
Yeah.
that I got?
Yes.
Because I was thinking Billy was going to get Rupp.
I would never have gotten that.
Well, he's a Kentucky
The Kentucky guy, yeah. He was like the Wooden.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so.
I'm going to give you hints.
Luke Horn is second.
I'm going to give you hints.
Yeah.
This guy came from the Big Ten.
Bill Self.
Nope.
Oh, the guy, Izzo.
Nope.
It's only won 1.
He only won 1? All right.
Nope.
It's a guess, Josh.
He threw a chair.
Bobby Knight.
Bobby Knight.
There you go. Ding, 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 ding.
He won 3?
He's number 5.
They
He
call
won
me
3.
Billy. They call me Billy Knight.
Okay.
At all 3. So now number 6, the only hint is 2 different schools. Number 6. Once I name the schools, you'll know 'em.
Patino?
They're 2 very big
Calipari?
schools.
Calipari?
Think big time schools, 2 of them.
And it's not Patino, right?
No.
It's not Calipari.
Because he only has 2, I believe,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
No, I can't think of it.
He came from the big.
Oh, Roy Williams?
Bingo!
Bingo.
Yes. Woo!
Good job, Josh.
Good job.
Kansas and North Carolina, right?
Yes. Kansas, North Carolina.
Because he only won 1 at Kansas, right?
Right. I still have not stumped you guys. Like every once in a while, I leave here saying, "Hey, I stumped them."
As Billy knows, because you got the Negadelphia earlier. I got the impossible question of football earlier during the football season. Remember?
Which one was that? I forgot.
Nick, do you remember the question that the Negadelphia had?
Nick there.
Which question?
Remember Negadelphia, and he said he had the impossible trivia question, and I got it right during the football season?
It was a coach question with the Eagles, I believe.
So the question was, can you name the only guy who has won a championship in both baseball and the World Series, the World Series championship, and he won a championship with the Philadelphia Eagles?
Oh, it's an old coach. I remember that.
And I guessed it was Greasy Neal.
Greasy Neal.
Oh, I would have never.
I would have never gotten that. He got that right. Tip the hat to Josh Hennig.
Yes, you win. Ding, ding, ding.
My sports encyclopedia.
For some things, money can't buy. For everything else, there's Josh's useless brain of information.
Billy, this is why you're just the host. I'm just the co-host, and we have a producer. There's a reason why he's got the title.
All right, tonight, Iona and Mount St. Mary's, 7:30 at Boardwalk Hall.
Iona's going to not run away with it. It's going to be a running game, and I don't think the other team can stay with them.
All right.
Okay.
On the other side, we're going to talk with the commissioner of the MACC tournament, Travis Telatucci.
Yes.
Hope I said that right, Josh. I'm going by what you say. And, this is the 5th year that this tournament's been here. It's been growing every year, too, right, Mike?
It's growing every year. This is his 2nd year in, and you can see a difference just between taking over from last year to this year. So it's a great, and he's got 2 teams now that didn't plan on going to the March Madness. One of them's going.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, prepare for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. The food is delish. We love it down there. The Locker Room crew had a great time during the regular season, the Eagles football season. We would broadcast live from there. I'm telling you, it's the place to be. It opened 2 summers ago to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian-American seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're open Thursday through Monday, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. You're listening to The Locker Room at 97.3. Live coverage. We're here at the 10-miler and 5K run in Atlantic City. And our broadcast today is sponsored by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in Ocean City and Wildwood. Go to Shrivers.com to see all they have to offer. All right, when we return, we'll talk with the commissioner of the MACC tournament. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Josh Hennig, Mike Carlin, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Listen to all the madness. March Madness is coming to 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch a big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and nonstop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB,
Yes,
NBA,
Billy, I have him.
NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails to keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
With GMF financing, qualified buyers excludes strippers and Corvette excludes prior sales.
It's back. It's Bennett Chevy's most popular event, March Markdowns, for the entire month of March. So get to Bennett right now for savings up to 20%. That's right, you get up to 20% off. That's because Bennett sells new Chevys at the true GM supplier employee price, plus gives you all the rebates. So get to Bennett Chevy now and save even more with available 0% financing. Looking for used? Bennett Chevy is South Jersey's largest certified dealer with great savings on every single
30
one.
seconds,
And
guys.
during March Markdowns, you'll get a minimum 10 grand for the worst clunker towards any pre-owned in stock. That's at least $10,000. Imagine how much you'll get for a good trade. And our non-commissioned sales team is the best. They're paid on your satisfaction, not your budget and how much you spend. So everybody gets our famous no pressure, friendly, and helpful service. Together, let's drive during March Markdowns at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Boardwalk in Atlantic City, New Jersey for the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run on the Boardwalk. Our broadcast is sponsored by the Shrivers Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in Ocean City and Wildwood. Go to Shrivers.com to see all they have to offer. Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Mike Carlin here, and we're on the Boardwalk, and runners are coming in for the 10K now, 10-miler.
It's getting near the end. Yeah, I know. Actually, I see one guy still coming in, one guy behind him. But yeah,
I'll tell you what, we got a lot going on in Atlantic City this weekend, don't we, Mike Carlin? The MACC tournament's in Atlantic City, and we got some great games. Of course, the championship is tonight for the men's. Iona, number 4 against number 6, Mount St. Mary's.
Mount St. In my mind, 2 upsets. You knocked out number 1, number 2 were out. So now these 2 teams came into this tournament thinking, hey, let's have some fun. Let's see how far we can go. One of them tonight, Billy, is going to be sleeping really well. Yeah. They're waking up tomorrow and they're finding out where they're going for the big dance.
All right, let's get some more information on this big tournament. And let's talk to the commissioner of the MACC tournament and go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in to the locker room, Travis Tellertucci. I hope I'm saying that right. Tellertucci. Good to talk with you, Commissioner. Boy, I'll tell you what, this MACC tournament has really become something here in Atlantic City.
Now the female 15 to 19 age group. In third place, Faith Packwing. In second, Addison Lambert. That is a lot of green in your hair. That is impressive.
And last night, I got the opportunity. I wasn't at the game. My crew was, but I got to watch it on television, ESPN Plus, I believe it was, and it really looked great. I mean, the feeling. This is such a special time of year for you guys, but even for the casual college basketball fan, the excitement is palatable.
And Boardwalk Hall is just such a great atmosphere for it. But yeah,
legendary.
And Travis, it's Michael. We met yesterday, and thanks for doing this today. I got a couple questions for you. And it's thinking about, I'm speaking for people that aren't so into basketball like they should be, like you know. And what I mean by that is when a team like, let's say Iona wins this game and they go to the big dance, who does the school pay for that? Does the NCAA pay for that, or does the conference pay for that for them?
Gabriella Ford. In second place, Sarah Kipkins. And in first place in the female 20 to 29 age group, Isabella Darcy. In the male 30 to 39 age group, in third place, Keeper Hotep. In second place, Aaron Hollabaugh.
Cool. So,
awesome.
So Travis, I've been almost every year now, and I could see the difference between just last year and this year on what you've done with the conference. And I'm a guy that knows it's all about team, so it's not just you. I'm sure you have guys and women that work for you on your team. I'll give you the plus that when you walk into the arena, you feel like the excitement is already there, and I can tell that your people are doing a great job. Did you know what you were walking into when you took this job last year?
In second place, Bridget Pfeiffer. And in first place in the 30 to 39 female age group, Bernadette Yannick. In the male 40 to 49 age group, in third place, Ryan Texa. In second place, Colton Angelotti. And in first place in the 40 to 49 male age group was Jeff Proper. In the female 40 to 49 age group in third place was Suzanne Tribuzzi. In second place, Sierra Lind. And in first place,
absolutely. I mean, that's a huge plus with ESPN moving you. I know some people are going to say, "Hey, you're moving from a Saturday to Tuesday," but it's when you're on ESPN, it takes you to a whole nother level. So I understand with that. Tell me, what do you think about the future of the MACC, and what is the contract moving forward, trying to stay in Atlantic City? Are we back next year, or how long is that contract?
In second place, James Bruin. And in first place in the male 50-59 age group was Ron Clevenger.
Yep.
In the female 50 to 59 age group in third place was Ann Thorson. In second place, Janine Bruin. And in first place in the female 50 to 59 age group was Karen Drucker. Now moving on to the male 60 to 69 age group. In third place was Carmelo Rivera. In second place was Thomas Colamago.
Travis, you hit it right on the button about the community and with Atlantic City. This can really turn into be a basketball atmosphere if it's done right, and you are doing it right moving forward. And I brought a fan, last night with me. He's not really a big basketball fan, but he loved the excitement. When you sit in there and you hear the band playing, it takes it to a whole nother level. It's not a pro game. You see the kids are just giving all they have. So the more you get the community, we can bring people into the arena next year that aren't even basketball fans and turn them into basketball fans. That's how I feel.
And what I'd like to look at, Michael, is how do we get a local organizing committee together between the resort properties, the casinos, obviously Visit AC, the media, different stakeholders in Atlantic City to get and try to connect the dots with this event, because I think, what we're seeing is some are involved, but not all. How do we get everybody at the table and really, to your point, make this event that Atlantic City embraces and takes to the next level?
We're going to help you do that, Travis. That's why we have you on. We'd be more than happy to help you out and literally do our best to help your crew to take this to another level.
And Commissioner Travis, we're talking with the commissioner of the MACC tournament, Travis Teletaki. Commissioner, Atlantic City, this is like a destination. It's a place where the casinos are here, the beach, there's a lot of other activities.
5-star resorts.
5-star resorts. That's got to be a big help to bring people in.
Absolutely, and we have both of our teams right now staying at the Ocean Casino Resort and the Hard Rock Casino as well. So from a student-athlete standpoint, they love the hotel aspect of it. We partnered with Bally's this year to do a fan block. Our bands and spirit squads are staying there. So Bally's have been great and really supportive. And you're right. I mean, you've got that opportunity to go to 5-star restaurants. Even our sponsors, the opportunity to entertain them at great destinations here in Atlantic City. And then for the fans, when you're debating on whether or not to come down, that's a big selling point. It's not going to, just any place. It's a destination.
Now, Commissioner, obviously you have Iona playing Mount St. Mary's 4 versus 6. Do you like it as a commissioner when you have a lower seed, like a Cinderella story, make it to the championship game, or it doesn't matter to you?
For me, I've got to be completely neutral, but, I'm not surprised that we see upsets this year. As I mentioned earlier, the parity in this league has been incredible this season. I think anybody that made the tournament this year from 1 to 10 had a chance to win. So I'm not surprised that we've got a little bit of an upset on the men's side. And, as we go along, obviously the non-conference scheduling piece becomes important as the NCAA basketball committee will evaluate where our teams go, whoever receives the automatic qualifier tonight. The other thing I want to mention, too, at 1:30, we've got the number 1 and 2 seed women's teams playing between Fairfield and Quinnipiac. One of those teams has 28 wins. The other has 27. So that is going to be an incredible matchup for our women's side and 2 teams that can really make some noise in the NCAA tournament.
Exactly.
Well, Commissioner, we really appreciate you, Ted. I know you're really busy with this tournament, but thank you so much for taking a few moments out to talk to us. And we really appreciate you and having the MACC tournament here in Atlantic City at the Jim Whalen Boardwalk Hall. Thanks, Commissioner.
We'll see you later.
Well, thank you for the opportunity, and look forward to working with you guys to help elevate this event even further as we go along.
All right, there he is. Commissioner of the MACC tournament, Travis Teletaki.
Great guy.
On the Tom Sawyer Volkswagen Sports Hotline.
Yep.
Mike, I can't wait for tonight's game, man.
Wait till you meet him, too. He's one of those guys, as soon as you meet, you walk away saying, man, what a nice guy. I mean, he's doing all the right things for the MACC, and he's doing everything he can to take it to the next level.
All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party? Preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. You're listening to the Locker Room's live broadcast on 97.3 ESPN for the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run right here on the Boardwalk in Atlantic City. Our broadcast today is sponsored by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in Ocean City and Wildwood, New Jersey. Go to Shrivers.com to see all they have to offer. When we return, we will wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Josh Hennig, and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday's show, we will get into week 2 of NFL free agency. Jeff Mosher has football at 4. Selection Sunday will be in the books. We will take a look at all the madness. We'll break it all down with Jeff Nadeau here on a Monday edition of the Sports Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons or Electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cyber-securing, must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business, powering possibilities.
Now through May 4th, new customers can get started with 150 megabit internet for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires enrollment in paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change.
Lowe's, our members get more. With the MyLowe's rewards programs, members earn points on eligible purchases. Plus, you can shop member-only deals for your home and business every week. So what are you waiting for? Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
The 80s Rock Tour, featuring hits from Foreigner, Journey, and Asia, is coming to Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City on May 16th. Relive the glory days with legendary artists Lou Graham, Steve Augeri, and John Payne, performing all of their hits, including I Want to Know What Love Is and Don't Stop Believing. Tickets are available at theoceanac.com. Don't miss out on the ultimate 80s rock experience at Ocean Casino Resort. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live on the Boardwalk here in Atlantic City for the 45th annual St. Patrick's 10-miler and 5K run on the Boardwalk here, right in front of the Ocean Casino. Our live broadcast today is sponsored by Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge. They're located in Ocean City and Wildwood. Of course, you don't come down to the Jersey Shore and get saltwater taffy. So you nuts?
You got to, unless you're like me with bad teeth and you stay away.
But they have all kind of other stuff in there. Fudge. You got it all.
Oh, yeah.
I
love the fudge.
I love it. But it's getting a little chilly right here, Mike Carlin. I'm
changing.
starting to get a little cold.
It is definitely.
My feet are freezing.
It is definitely changing. It's like being at a football game at halftime saying, am I going to stay for this whole game? Yeah. Like, I'm done.
But you're right. Here we go. I think it's the last finisher right here.
Oh, here she comes, right here.
Oh, man. At least she's doing it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Big crowd
here
good
for her.
Today. This is a lot of fun. And it's
Great job.
Congratulations. She made it. And Josh had to sneak away to give away all the trophies.
Josh was the man
He's
today.
the man.
And again, he got us up and running this morning.
Hey, I didn't have to do anything today. I just
showed up.
That was great.
So I got a great quick little story for you. So
Shoot.
my son Reed from Cleveland is down with his girlfriend at the parents' house
Now,
in Sarasota.
full disclosure, he works for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah. So they're out at a bar, and he's got his back to someone, and he turns around and he realizes who it is.
Yeah, you
ready?
I was guessing. Give me the conference he played football in.
Coach.
Oh, he's a coach.
He coached at
Oh,
Florida.
David Saban. Oh, Florida?
Florida, and then Ohio State.
Urban Meyer.
Urban.
Meyer.
So he goes to him.
Really?
Okay. He was going to go to him. He's going to say, I'm going to go up to him and say, I was at the 2016 Penn State when we beat you. And he was worried he was going to say, were you at all the games that we beat you? That was one game that we lost. We beat you a hell of a lot of times.
Who did I interviewed? Who did I interview? Sean. Who did I interview? I was at Radio Row with Mike Gill and Nikki. Who did I interview from Penn State, Nick? Sean.
Was it one of the
Quarterback for Penn State. He was a
quarterback.
Yeah.
I Reed would know that, actually.
How come I can't think of it, Nick?
An older guy, younger guy?
No, young kid. He plays for Green Bay Packers right now. I thought I had his name in my phone. I don't. But he was a nice kid. He was bigger than I thought. Who was it, Nick? Can you look that up? I can't remember.
You got to give me a couple minutes, Bill. I'm doing a bunch of stuff.
Because the guy that was, he started with an M, the last name. He just signed with
Green Bay.
No, he just came back to Penn State to be the quarterback's coach.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
He was with Baltimore. What was his name?
So was Urban Meyer friendly?
I'll find out more. I mean, all I got was a text from him. Like, guess who's sitting next to me? Because I'm here with my girlfriend Kayla and his parents, and Urban Meyer's right next to me. So he's talking. I'll see more today.
All right, who do you like tonight in the men's final here at the MACC? Iona or Mount St. Mary's?
Iona.
Who do you like?
Iona.
You like Iona tonight?
I think Iona.
So you watch them.
I think Iona's got too much speed. I think too much speed, just more athletic, and I just like Iona.
Remember St. Peter's, the run they had those guards that could shoot?
Yeah. Well, they have.
Because college is turning into
Iona's got two guys that control the game, and then they have one guy. Even though he's playing center, he doesn't really look that big, but he takes up a lot of space.
Okay.
And they have two or three guys that come off the bench, so they don't have to worry about their bench. I think Iona's just tonight. They're a better team.
Okay.
I think if they would have played Quebec or the first seed, Merrimack, I think they would lose.
Right.
But they caught them on a good night last night. But tonight,
play the game, Carlin.
Tonight, Iona wins this game.
Carlin, now next Saturday will be the 22nd. It'll be the third day.
Sean Clifford was the quarterback.
Sean Clifford.
Oh,
That's it. Sean Clifford. I thought I had his phone number in my phone, but I guess I don't. Sean Clifford from Penn State. I got a chance to interview. Real nice kid.
Where are you going to ask me?
Who do you like in the NCAA in the big dance?
I love naturally Duke's the number one team, so you got to like them. But if you're asking me if I was going to put some money on,
yeah, because remember last year I won the bracket last year. I won $1,000.
I think.
Why are you asking him?
I think our boy.
Because like you said, Josh, it was all luck. Carlin knows
I
more
think
than me.
our good friend from 2-3 years ago, Rick Pitino, St.
yeah?
John's.
You like
I think they could be in the Final Four. Okay. My two sleepers for the first round. If you're going to take a double digit to win a game, you ready? Take Texas.
Okay.
And take Arkansas. And the reason why you take Texas has a guy named Troy Johnson. Yep. He's a lottery pick.
Yeah.
Okay. In the first game, if he goes off, that's going to be a big upset.
Who do you like, Josh? First of all, let me.
Yeah.
Who do you like tonight? Iona or Mount St. Mary's?
I think Iona is the more well-rounded team.
Yes.
Okay. Who do you like in the big dance?
I got to tell you guys, I think Florida makes a deep run. That's a team that's won a lot of games on the road this year. They've taken out multiple number one teams on the road. And you know how hard it is to win on the road.
Yeah.
So to me, a neutral site probably doesn't scare them at all.
You're coming out of a conference where every night they had to play their best.
And the other team I would keep an eye on is I can't overlook Arizona's talent. Arizona, I don't think they win the championship, but they're like an Elite Eight, maybe a Final Four team, just because they have that, as Mike Carlin's talk about, if you got the NBA caliber talent, it can get you places.
No, I like I said, I didn't watch too much college basketball, but the games that I watched, Auburn, I watched the game of Auburn game, Alabama. Of course, I like Duke. Duke, I always pull for Duke in the tournament.
I think Duke's going to get knocked out early.
Yeah, but
I really do. I think they're maybe no more than a Sweet 16 because they don't have a lot of depth to me.
I only see that happening if Flag comes back the first game and twists his ankle right away. I pushed it too fast.
I just don't like Duke's lack of depth. Because to me, if one of those guys gets in foul trouble, they're cooked.
The one team that seems to always be there, whether they're in the top 10 or top 15, somehow they're always in the Final Four.
Right.
Michigan State.
Yeah,
and this could be another year where all of a sudden Michigan State's in a Final Four.
Really quick, another team I'll just throw into the conversation. Look out for Tennessee.
Yep, I have them down.
If Tennessee gets
that
hot,
FDC, Carlin.
Yeah,
they get hot.
There you go. These are all. Look at all these teams.
12 teams. Josh.
Vandy's going to be in it this year.
Vandy Candy.
Okay. Look at all these teams. They're all from one conference. Okay.
What am I going to do with you, man?
Yeah. You can tell when the show's coming to an end.
Who do you like there, Earnshaw back at the studio?
I think I got to go St. John's. I think St. John's has it this year. I really do.
So you asked me who I had Final Four. You ready? Duke, Auburn, St. John's, Michigan State.
All right. Who do you like tonight, Iona or Mount St. Mary's, Nick?
I'm gonna go Iona. I think they're gonna be a nice little team to get into the dance, and I think they might win a couple of games as well.
There was nothing. I mean, do you remember that St. Peter's run? We watched that whole tournament
a
couple years ago.
How much fun
fun.
was that, Josh?
To see them play from Tuesday on.
Because you almost had like a connection with the team.
Yeah.
Because you
we knew the players
right,
almost at
it's
the
like,
end.
You come to Boardwalk Hall, you're close to the players, you're close to the game. It's a more of an intimate setting, and then you see them on television, like at the big dance, and what they did was team.
But Billy, we were interviewing people after the game on the court, and all of a sudden, a week later, we're seeing them on national television. We're like talking to them like they're
winning
like
on
they're
national
friends.
television.
And you know what? How about the amount of publicity and the news? Doesn't matter who's the school that has that nun?
Sister Jean.
Sister Jean, is she still with us?
Loyola Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, stories like that. You know what I mean, Carlin?
Yeah, that's what it's all about. This is this time of year, Billy. This is it.
All right, man.
Next
Carlin,
2 weeks.
Man. Good to have you back in the saddle there, Carlin.
Love it.
Basketball guy.
Needed a little break.
Josh Hennig, as always, great job. Mr. Everything, you gave out all the trophies.
And really quick, thanks to Alex for coming out and helping us today.
Absolutely.
Thanks to Nick Earnshaw back in the studio for keeping everything going. And thanks everybody here at the event today, the 45th annual John Glassy and everybody, Ocean Casino, for allowing us to have part of the building. What a great day to raise money for great causes.
Thanks, drivers, for helping sponsor the show. And look forward to seeing everybody tonight at the tournament. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. I'll be back at it tomorrow with you, and we'll have our high school athletes in the spotlight. See you tomorrow, everybody.
Take care.